What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Volcanic Peppers Cranky Cranberry. I know I've done quite a few volcanic pepper sauces lately, but a lot of them have interesting ingredients, so I decided to just review a lot of them. The company is named Volcanic Peppers. It was founded by Timothy Bader, is seen here selling chilies. The city that Volcanic Peppers is out of is Bellevue, Nebraska. It's a suburb of Omaha. Omaha is on the forefront of the farm to fork movement. It is also the home of Berkshire Hathaway, which includes famous people from here, which are the owners of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, and Charlie Munger. So now let's look at the packaging. So it is a white label. It has the typical volcanic peppers with the stem as the V and the pepper as the P, with the volcano blowing up at the top. The cover art itself shows a cranberry that looks like it's in agony. It is a seasonal sauce, and it does say Cranky Cranberry Cherry Bomb Pepper Sauce. It's also apparently a mild sauce, so I don't know if this is more of a dessert sauce or what, but on here it says Cranky Cranberry Cherry Bomb Pepper Sauce is a limited offering sauce that will liven up any holiday meal. This sauce is full of cherry bomb and Anaheim peppers and whole cranberries. We hope you enjoy this seasonal holiday sauce. Enjoy. Let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients here shows peppers, which are cherry bomb, red Anaheim, red habanero, whole cranberries, vinegar, sugar, vitamin C, and xanthan gum. Well, the ingredient that I would like to talk about is cranberry. Although now I'm kind of kicking myself because I've never heard of this cherry bomb pepper. But I'm all right. That's what I get for focusing in on the cranberry. It takes about 16 months for cranberries to fully grow. Only 5% of cranberries are ever sold fresh. The rest are processed. They either have sugar added to them or get reduced so that it makes it more palatable, let's say. They used to be called Ibimi by the Pequot tribe. Ibimi means bitter berry. It's a pretty aptly named berry, I suppose. Cranberries used to be used by Native Americans to make pemmican, along with ground buffalo meat and fat. They are about 90% water. They can also help you whiten your teeth due to natural flavonoids. I would think they turn them red, but oh well. Before we get any further, though, let's hear from this week's sponsor. After our failed first launch into making ejector seats for helicopters, we pivoted and decided to make them for another type of chopper. Here at Chopper Ejector Seats, we believe that it's better to bail from a wreck than to be in one. The easy-to-use 7-step process to deploy the ejector seat and chute are no problem, since the purchase of this device comes with an instructional VCR tape. Chopper Ejector Seats. You won't get chopped anymore. Parachute sold separately. Now for the moment of truth. I think it smells like vinegar and peppers. So I don't think this is going to be very sweet. If anything, it might be a little tart. Maybe a little sweetness because the sugar's added to it. It's a rather fluid sauce. It's reddish orange with a lot of flecks in it. A lot of pepper flecks. And I'm not mispronouncing flakes either. But it's also kind of, even though it's reddish orange, so it's somewhat translucent. So this is probably the mildest sauce that I've had from Volcanic Peppers. I've had so far like 4 or 5 sauces from them. This is supposed to be mild, so well, let's see what we get, right? Cheers. Heavy cranberry taste. Yeah, but it's not what I would necessarily call like a dessert sauce though. This would be obviously perfect. I should have opened this up around Thanksgiving instead, but first off, the heat is pretty quick, passes very quickly, so it's not a hot sauce at all. This is definitely a lightweight sauce. What it does have is it's tart like cranberry with a touch of sweetness, but again, that's due to the sugar, and then you could still somewhat taste the pepper in it as well, the peppers. What would I put this on? It is tasty. This would definitely go on anything Thanksgiving. Primarily, I would say turkey, maybe even on stuffing. I personally like putting my cranberry sauce on the stuffing itself. I'd also say pork products. Again, pork lends itself really well to fruits. But aside from that, we're not talking about, this is not something I would use for breakfast. The tart and the sweet kind of just makes this a different. I will say this though, for fruit based, unless you're dealing with like oranges and mango, once you start getting into a little bit more experimental stuff like this, they're not always hits. Like I was not a fan of Bravado's blueberry. This one's actually very good. The blueberry one was just too much vinegar. It just didn't taste good. Not to me. People love it online. Everyone's palate is different. This one is pretty tasty. Would I go out and buy it in my regular rotation? No, but I'll use this. I'm curious as to how creative I could get with this. But yeah, again, volcanic peppers, haven't had a bad sauce from them yet. This looked like it was something that was very experimental. I'd say it was a successful one. It's pretty darn good sauce. So next week, I will be going back to one of the first sauce makers that I reviewed on here. At least they were my first 10, I believe. Going back to Torchbearer, we're going to review their Ultimate Annihilation Sauce. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.